Right.
Okay,
December
so
19th, 2018, and it's the end of Sprint 15, and Maz is going to present.
thank you. All right, so the first thing we want to show is the new namespace dropdown, which we're still trying to make pretty. We've got some more work to do here, but I want to show you that we got rid of the all and we changed it to selections, so we can tell by just selecting which namespaces we want to show. We can build the graph based on the different namespaces we want to see, and we can clear everything we want, and then again go back to see what we want. So that's a new namespace dropdown. The other thing that we've done is, if you notice here, I've added a service entry, which is basically an egress node. So we are now able to show these service entry nodes a little better now. You can see I've got these workloads here sending messages out to an egress. They're red because this is a bogus host name, but I just want to show you that that we can show service entries now. We still got some UXD work. We're trying to figure out what the best shape to use here or background image. But at least you could see that we are going to show different images and shapes there for service entries. We had some various side panel fixes here. Um, these used to be links, but they were links to bad things, so we're not linking here. We provide links now, so I can go to applications from there. I can go to services, takes us to the details pages of services and workloads. The other thing is when we selected a group box, we used to have some bad version labels here. This was fixed up. Now we're just showing you the versions of the nodes that you see inside here. And last thing for the UI is you'll notice there's no unknown node here. I did make some requests through my browser here in the past 10 minutes, I think it's been. Okay, so you can see here the unknown node is showing up. Back to an hour, so you can see the unknown node still there. But if I go back to where I haven't made any requests, we've now get rid of the unknown node. So this is just to clean up the graph so it's not as noisy for that unknown node. We just take it out if there's just no traffic that hasn't come from it in this time period. From the REST API point of view, in our graph generator, here I'm going to show you, I'm going to send a request to the REST API to give me the graph JSON for the book info namespace. Before, whenever we got errors, what would happen is we would always send back a 500 error response. Here you can see we're getting back a 200 because it was successful. But if we did anything that had a failure, like an unknown namespace, now we're sending back a little more proper result codes. So here you can see a 4 or 3 because we're missing that namespace. Before we would just, any error, we just spit back a 500. We're now returning more meaningful result codes based on the types of errors. So that's our the REST API stuff. We also do some URL validations here on some of these queries, with some of these query params. All right, some things that were undemoable, but things that we have done is we have a Kiali release Jenkins job now. It's triggering the release build and it's deploying and testing through our automated suites. So this is our QECI pipeline that's getting built out. So this is working pretty nice now. This is on the production release side. On the project release side, we've also automated the project release side. So a lot of the manual steps we don't have to do anymore. That's all been automated. We actually found some upstream Cytoscape bugs that were reported and recommended fixes. We're just waiting for the upstream Cytoscape project to release all the fixes that we need, and then we'll pull that in. And finally, for Kubernetes deployments, we're now providing YAML that puts Kiali behind HTTPS. We have been doing this with the OpenShift deployments. where we use the OpenShift certificates. Now we're using Citadel certificates if you're deploying directly into Kubernetes. So you're going to find Kiali behind HTTPS if you're deploying in Kubernetes as well. And that's it.
Oh, so you have to unmute if you.
You all can still hear me, right? I'm done.
Yeah, I
Okay.
hear you, Maz. Okay, yeah. Yep, I hear Alberto now. Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
No. Wait. No, I just see like a black rectangle.
And now?
Yes.
Okay, so we are making a key effort to have a better integration of Jagger in Kiali. So we spent these last sprints working with the Jagger UI team in some embed components in the Jagger. Currently in the version 1.8.2, you can see this new feature we are going to show to you. And the goal is to launch it with Istio for the Jagger version 1.9. In the meantime, we are improving these components and working the documentation. So now we want to show you a proof of concept about how it will look in Kiali. You can see that we deploy the booking for sample with two trace generators, user region 1 and user region 2. Now if we go to the distributed tracing link, we can see a toolbar, okay, where we have the same option that we have in the port of the Jagger UI view. We can find all the traces for the service product page, for example, and we can see how the results are displaying in an iframe inside our Kiali view. We can also select some kind of tags in the log format, like the Jagger UI, and also we can set a custom time range for the look back and the duration. If we click on trace, we can see all the information about the trace. And also we can hide some kind of vision. We can have a minimized version of the traces without the graph, timeline, or summary information, and without the scatter plot. Now I am going to launch a virtual service. This virtual service create a destination route that abort all the requests with a 500 code. So in the service detail, we are seeing now the results, okay? And now if we go to the service product page, we can see that we have 26 error traces. That is getting crazy. And we can clearly see all the traces with error for this service. And this is our forward side about the Java integration that we are working.
That's really cool.
I forget to mention that also we can go to the full view in the Jagger UI distribution with this button, okay? Or if you need for more information, because for example, we have the disable of the comparison of traces in the embed component, okay? So,
Oh, that's very nice. Very cool. Thanks a lot. Anyone else has something to show? Nope. Okay, then that's, I guess that concludes. I'll stop the recording. If someone has questions, we can probably use the rest of the time for questions.